She's so broody. Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. It's what we do. Noise. We're getting a lot of questions about broody hens. Do you need a bunch of broody hens at one time? Do you really want a lot of chickie babies at one time? Let's talk about it. So, good morning, folks. Welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. It's the time of year. It's the season for broodies and babies, right? So, I have gotten, in the past 24 hours, 3 different gals messaging me, asking almost the exact same question in terms of what to do about all these broody hens. Do we keep them? Where do we move them? What do we do? How do we break them? It's hard to break a bad habit for a good broody, but it is possible to do so. I have never done what a lot of folks do and suggest, which is to, well, first of all, you've got to decide. You've got to take inventory. That's hard for us crazy chicken ladies to do because we love all of our baby chicks. It is critical, though, that you decide how many chickens do you need this season, this year. What is your goal? What is your budget? What is your time? How much time can you really put into all of these babies, all of these mamas, because you're the one that's going to be taking care of them, okay? So you need to make a decision on that. I have learned that, sometimes you have to hold back a little bit because of time, because of everything that's going on, because of, well, your budget. So here's what I recommend to you. Do that first. Then, if you are new to having a broody hen, I always recommend that you test her first, okay? You need to find out, is she sticking to her job? That's what you hear me kind of say here or there on videos. I test my broodies. I need to see if they're sticking it out. Are they doing it? I recommend you let them go broody. If you're interested in letting them stay broody, test them for 3 to 5 days. Leave them alone. See what they do. See if you need to move them. I'm a big advocate of the 50-gallon totes because it is a winner here. Almost every single time. It's a winner in terms of if you have a good broody who's going to be a good broody and a good mama, then she is going to pass the test of the 50-gallon tote. I'll link my previous video where we just have Elsa inside right now. She's still hatching babies. We've got 6 going on right now, up to 6. We're getting there. If you don't want broody hens though, here's what I recommend you do. First things first, this is what I do because I can do this. I pull their eggs. If I don't want her to be broody or she can't really make up her mind what she wants to do, she is a woman after all, so you should expect some indecisiveness. But you really don't want that in a broody, okay? You want her to be hunkered down, committed. I mean, you almost fear for her life. And I get that question too. People say, is she going to starve? Is she going to thirst to death? What is going to happen? No, she won't. But she will probably only get up once a day, and honey, you ain't going to be around most likely when she does it. She's very, very planned out in terms of what she wants to do. I pull their eggs. I leave them alone. Now, you do have to keep an eye on them because some of them get very sneaky. And they like to go, I'm going to link another video up here, they like to go hide places under your house or in your garage or up in your loft. If you have a lot of chickens and you're a busy homesteading, homeschooling mama, you might miss that a little bit, and guess what? You're going to end up with babies anyway. So you kind of have to know that too. But there is a third method, which I do believe will work. I've just never had to implement it, which is pulling her, putting her in perhaps in a small dog crate, but you want the dog crate up off the ground. You do not want it flat on the ground. Why? You want to get the underneath side of that hen, which is going to be hot and moist and whatnot. It is said that once you can cool her down underneath on the breast that she will likely break. That's why a lot of people wait until springtime. And you know spring is really here when you get a lot of broodies, because see, it's hard to have a broody in the wintertime, because if you get all these cold snaps and they're sitting and they get cold enough, it is believed that's going to break what happens, okay? So you definitely want to consider that. I personally recommend you just start taking her eggs. I ain't putting up with that, Matilda, okay? Now, if she's problematic, see, for example, here we have a lot of space in our barn, in our coops. We have a lot of room. I have a lot of nesting boxes. Because remember when I told you before, you can have 75,362 nesting boxes and your 3 hens will fight over 1. That's just part of the deal, folks. So that is what I do. First, you need to take inventory. Do you need 12 broodies at one time? Because you're going to be managing a lot of situations. No 2 broodies are ever the same. No 2 hatching situations, whether it's in an incubator, whether it comes from a hatchery, or whether it's in your coop, is going to be the same. You got to go with the flow, baby. So I hope this video helps you out, okay? And again, if you've got a lot of broodies at one time, test them. Let's say you have, I've had 7 or 8 broodies at one time. I know my silkies have done that. So, you know, I'll test them all at the same time. But who is sticking to the job? The second test of sticking to the job is if I have to move her, and I like to move my broodies if I can, you know that, is ideally, like I've said before, waiting until bedtime, dark, if you can, and move her. And if she sticks it out through that calmly, you've probably got a pretty good broody, all right? Hope this video helps you out. I'm going to try to sneak in some clips here. We're about to head to town to get ready for the Great Appalachian Homesteading Conference, so everything is closed down and we are ready to roll. So be sure to let me know if you have any questions about the conference, May 25th. We have hundreds of free veterans coming. Can you believe that? We're still 10 days out. We're so excited and just so happy that we can give back and do for our homesteading heroes and all of our heroes. We'll see you on the next video. Let me know if you have more questions. Hope you're doing well. See you next time.